I love cats. My first cat was a calico cat named Buttney. And my parents, I was 6 years old at the time, and my parents said, well, why'd you name him Buttney? And I said, you know, after the song, don't sit under the apple tree with anybody else but me. So, the mind of a 6-year-old is deep, let me tell you. And I've had other cats since then. But two cats I'll never forget were Hare and Hambone. Now Hare was called Hare because, well, he was all hair. If he got caught in the rain, he'd disappear. His food would go away in the dish. We never saw him until a couple days later. He'd dry out and we'd see him again. And Hambone was called Hambone because of another song. Hambone, Hambone, where you been? Round the world I'm going again. Because Hambone would travel. He was a traveling cat. You know, cats sometimes disappear for 2 weeks or 3 weeks at a time, and people think, oh no, my poor cat, he's been run over, he's run away, he's lost. Nah, that's not usually the case. Usually he's just out catting around, traveling. And that's what Hambone did. Hambone, his suitcase had stickers from all over the world. It had stickers from Paris and Berlin and London and Cairo and Mexico City, and oh, he was a traveling cat. Well, one day I discovered what cats love the most. And it wasn't milk, it wasn't tuna fish. It was grapes. Now you may not believe that, but I want to tell you a story. One day I was washing dishes out, looking out the window, and I saw Hare and Hambone, and they're out in the backyard, and they're just staring up. And they're right under a grape trellis, you know, grape arbor things. And they're right in the center, right underneath, looking up at a big, perfectly ripe, juicy bunch of grapes. They're drooling, their tongues are hanging out, there's a little puddle of drool on the grass. And then they looked to the side, like on each side of that grape trellis there was a snake on each side. The snakes wouldn't let them climb up to those grapes. They'd look up at the grapes, look at the snake, look up at the grapes, look at each other, look at the grapes. They wanted those grapes so badly. Till finally, Hambone says to Hare, Hare, I got an idea. There's a trick I learned on one of my travels. I'm going to crouch down right here. And Hare, I want you to climb up on my back. So Hare climbed up on Hambone's back. Hambone said, now Hare, you freeze right there. Don't move a muscle. Hare said, okay, I'll freeze. And Hare didn't move a muscle. And very slowly, Hambone came out from under Hare and climbed on top of Hare. And then Hambone froze. Okay, Hare, your turn. You climb on top of me. And Hare did that. And they just kept on going until they finally got past those snakes all the way up to the grapes. And then I watched Hare and Hambone have this grape party. They were laughing and singing and eating grapes. They're totally drunk on grapes. I couldn't believe it. Never knew it until then. They love grapes. But then, after they finished all that grapes and they were totally schnockered by the grapes, Hare says to Hambone, Hambone, that was so much fun. Let's keep doing it. Okay. So they just kept on going. Higher and higher, and watched them go up into the sky. Until they were so high up I couldn't see them anymore. And that was the last I ever saw of them. I have no idea how far they got or where they went. But I know one thing. I'm sure they're having a good time wherever they are. And that's a true story. Actually, there's one part of that story which is not true, and it's important I tell you about that. And that is that grapes are toxic to cats and dogs. Do not feed your cat or dog grapes, please. It can make them sick. It could even kill them. Here in Hambone are professionals. Do not try this at home. That's the one part of the story that's not true. Now, I got that story from a storyteller named Donald Davis. I heard it, I don't know, maybe 40 years ago, either at the National Storytelling Festival or in the 70s, or maybe in Charlotte, North Carolina, where I used to live. Anyway, Donald Davis is a marvelous storyteller, and he has several books out. I have some of them here. There's Sea Rock City, a story journey through Appalachia. Barking at a Fox Fur Coat by Donald Davis. Jack Always Seeks His Fortune. You heard the Jack and the Beanstalk story, where there are lots of stories about Jack besides the Beanstalk story, and he's got a lot of them here. These are all published by August House. And another one, My Lucky Day, which is a story I may tell later on. This one's published by Johnson Publishing Company. This is 1983, this one. Anyway, Donald Davis is still telling stories today. So if you ever get a chance to go to a live performance by Donald Davis, go. Make sure you don't pass up that opportunity, because he's a marvelous storyteller. So thank you, Donald Davis. I'm Rob Craighurst. I hope you enjoyed the story. Have a quality quarantine.